Experience a progressive lens engineered with AI from Essilor, powered by individual measurements of your visual behavior. A lens personalized to you by an Essilor expert. Discover Verilux XR Track and enjoy instantly sharp vision in motion and seamless transitions from near to far. Find your local Essilor expert today at Essilor.com.
Hello and welcome to Lifetime Court, the podcast where we discuss your favorite made-for-TV movies, whether you love to hate watch or hate yourself for loving them. Pour up a glass of your favorite cocktail and join us. I am your host, Patrick Serrano, and my guests today are...
I'm Drew Current.
I'm Elizabeth Olson.
Yay!
Elizabeth Olson.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wish that was in my life. Just
Yeah.
people singing my
Just
name.
anytime you pop in.
Yeah.
I wrote that song a month ago.
Yes.
It took me a month to write that.
It's like a little Christmas present for you. Because
Yeah.
we're in Christmas season. It's Christmas time.
Oh,
we're actually
you shouldn't
recording
have.
this closest to Christmas that I think we have ever been so far.
Yep.
You know?
The days go on.
I'm like getting in the Christmas spirit finally because,
Yes.
we've been recording these since before Halloween. But now I'm like,
Yeah.
it's coming. I'm excited.
It was weird before Halloween.
Sure.
It was a weird thing to talk about Christmas because I love Christmas. Don't
Yes.
you get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I also love that Halloweens.
Yeah.
Right.
So just that it's been tough.
Were they? So they were showing Christmas movies prior to Halloween. Then.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And we
Yeah.
covered lots of them.
Okay.
Bunch of heathens.
Yeah.
And you're still surprised, right?
Right.
By these plots. Kidding.
I'm always
I'm
like,
kidding.
whoa.
Whoa. I didn't expect
This one. Wow. Well, because we're focusing more on Lifetime this year.
Yes.
I'm balancing it out with like a Lifetime and a Hallmark per 12 Guests of Christmas. So that way we can compare and contrast the networks,
Yeah.
So,
I think there's a clear winner.
right? Yeah. yeah, that's true.
Well, Lifetime got their shit together this year
they did.
for Christmas
They
movies.
did. They're ready.
Yeah.
They're ready.
Usually they're not, right? They're like,
Usually they're like, oh, God.
Oh,
it's
shit.
Christmas? Oh, Melissa
have-
Joan Hart, get in here.
We have 4 days to make a movie.
Right. Mario Lopez, where?
Mario Lopez.
Who's in the closet? Check the closet.
Right. Yes. So today we are talking
Lifetime
about
closet.
a Lifetime movie, The Lifetime Closet, and fitting that it's a closet because the movie we're talking about is The Magical Christmas Shoes, where the shoes live in closet.
Yeah.
Full
Whoa.
circle.
Nice.
Oh.
Wow.
Nice.
I've hosted a podcast before. The movie stars, oh boy, here we go, Erin Karpluk and Damon Runyan.
Runyan.
He's been in a lot of things we've covered.
Yeah, he's been in a bunch of
Oh.
stuff.
Usually he's the bad guy.
Okay, I could see it. He does have a very forgettable face, I'll say.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, like, he is interesting because he just started doing these Lifetime movies not that long ago. You know what I mean? It's not like I remember him from like back in the day doing Lifetime movies.
Right, like the classic
Right.
Right. Which
golden
I feel
era of Lifetime movies.
like he is old enough to have done that.
Sure.
He could have been in a Tori Spelling Lifetime movie, no problem.
Yeah. No. Well, although it looks like. That's a newer one. Never mind.
Oh, it's like the next thing he's working on?
Yeah.
Does it say what year he was born?
It.
Just out of curiosity. I bet he doesn't list it because he doesn't want people to know his age.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. It does. Oh, it.
I would
no,
say lower 40s.
Yeah.
That's my
no,
guess.
it doesn't. It doesn't say.
I'm not sure. But, he's like he's not like the young, like, guy chopping wood in
Right.
the small town home. He's like, usually he plays like the dean of the college.
The
Right.
sophisticate man in
Yes.
the wool coat.
Yep, exactly. A professor. I think one of
Yes.
them that we watched, he was a professor. And, yes. So we'll get to it. We'll get to him softening it up for some Christmas time. Because that was very interesting for me. Because I'm coming from Lifetime world. I'm like, when's he going to murder her with a wine bottle and
When is this
throw her
twist?
in a hole?
What if that was just like the last 30 seconds of the movie?
Right?
It's like, holy shit.
I was just waiting for it the whole movie, and it never came. Never came. So, and I
God,
also
did he
watched this on Friday. We record on Mondays, so this is like the furthest from my brain. So bear with
Same.
me,
Okay.
because I've watched 7 Christmas movies since this one.
Oh, okay.
Oh my
I don't have that
God.
excuse. I just watched it on Friday and then
Right. And that lived your normal life.
lived
like
my
most people
normal
do.
life. Yeah.
Because they're in one ear and out the other, Drew.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I know exactly.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean.
Right. So we have our movie. We start off, and this movie is all about the shoes. You know, we had Candace Cameron Bure last year with the shoes, and now Lifetime's doing
Oh,
shoes.
that's right.
You know?
Yeah.
Hers had magic. This has magic in the title. That's
But
what I'll
yes.
say.
Okay.
That's what I'll say. Don't get too excited about the magical Christmas shoes.
Oh, what?
I know. So we start off, we are in an office, and we get like a lot of shots of people's feet in the office. It was an interesting choice. It was like a montage of footwear about
Right.
like people at the office, like walking around or sitting at their desk, not their faces, just their shoes.
Which is weird because I feel like we all grasp the concept of shoes without the
Right.
visual aid, you know?
Yeah, that seems
it was like
little
2
much.
minute
Yeah.
2 minute montage of shoes.
Okay.
So a foot fetish person's dream. If you are a listener and you love feet, this movie's for you.
And that's okay.
That's fine.
okay.
No
Yeah.
judgment. No
You
judgment here.
Go check this
Look,
out.
you like feet. Like feet.
Right. But I'm saying this is your movie.
This is your shit.
Okay, Barbara. You better check this out, Barbara. All right. So
Barbara's and her foot fetish.
yeah, she's like, woo, I can't wait. So we have Noelle. She's our protagonist, of course, because her name's Noelle. And she gets a package from her grandma. I guess she gets them every day till Christmas or something, like an advent calendar of shoes.
No, so
Oh.
she gets them every year on December 5th because December 6th is the Feast of St. Nicholas. And
Oh.
how you traditionally celebrate the Feast of St. Nicholas is you leave your shoes out overnight, and then when you wake up in the morning, they're full of candy.
Yes.
Gross.
It's like a
That's gross.
Dutch tradition.
Well,
Is it-
and this was also in the Christmas shoes with Candace. Well, actually, not that one. Another Candace movie. She hears about the Feast of
Saint-
the feast. No, what's Feast of Fishes?
fishes?
The Feast of Fishes.
That's something too. It's like the seven feasts.
I think you made that up.
No, seven feast of fishes.
The Feast of Fishes.
Well, it's also in a Candace movie, and she like puts the shoes by her bed and spins around 3 times and like jumps in the bed, and then she can find a husband
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
sure.
at Christmas.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Right there.
So I was like, oh, this is interesting. And the grandma, we never meet her. She never shows up.
Yeah, she's just mentioned by name a lot, even though she's still alive in it.
Yeah,
fine.
she's still sending the packages.
That's fine. I'm fine
And there's
with that.
even one point where Noelle tries to call her to say thanks for these shoes, and it's just a voicemail. So
Right. We don't even get, hey, it's grandma.
you could have just had a nice conversation.
Leave a message. You know, a good old fashioned Skype call. I would have loved that.
Yeah, for real.
So no grandma, but we do get her shoes, and they are.
see you. Where
Right?
are you?
I love that bit.
I can only see myself.
Give me that bit every day, please.
Every day.
Please.
All day long.
So the shoes are actually the grandma's shoes from when she was younger, so they're vintage.
Oh.
And that's why they have magic. They're historical. They help the grandma through like hard times, you know. She's like, I wore these shoes in the war.
Yeah, she sends these notes like, these are going to help you get out of sticky situations. These ones are going to help you have confidence in yourself, blah, 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 blah.
Yes. And Noelle is like,
Yeah.
I don't believe in this silly, stupid I just wear the shoes because they match my outfit.
Yeah, yeah.
And she has a
Yep.
coworker, I think her name is Allison.
Allison.
Unnamed.
Unnamed
Friend.
and I wrote coworker, who is finally named about an hour into the movie, but I didn't write the name.
I believe it is Allison.
I
yes.
think it's
according
Allison.
to IMDb, there is an Allison.
She's very into the shoe idea, and she's like, I wish my grandma sent me shoes. Okay.
And they have their like obligatory conversation where Allison's like, are you saying you don't believe in magic? And Noelle's like, magic isn't real, you know, sets up, cynic.
Oh, man.
And if I wrote this movie, then she would go to bed at night, she'd put her shoes at the thing, and then elves would come and they would make the shoes like way cooler. You know?
Yeah. Ooh, like they modernize them.
Exactly. But that's not this movie. That's not what's
Bejewel them?
happening. Yeah, they bejewel them.
yeah.
They just put rhinestones all over the shoes.
All just the shoes now just rhinestones.
And then they blind someone, and then that's the person you fall in love with.
Oh, cool.
Right.
Yeah. That's our Christmas
And
movie.
then
I love
they
it.
murder them.
Right. And you have to say the name 3 times, like, you know, or they
Or
have
they-
your firstborn child.
Or you get murdered. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So Noelle and her coworker go shopping for like Christmas presents. We got like a mini shopping montage here. And Noelle stops by her favorite candy store. Reed's candy store.
Sure, yeah.
And outside the candy store, of course, she steps in gum because the card said it was going to be a sticky situation. And Drew, this is the biggest wad of gum I've ever seen in my life.
They had to really give it to you.
I mean, you know, when you step in gum, you're like, did I step in gum? And you look at your shoe and you're like, I did.
Fuck.
It's like a little, gum size speck on your foot, and you get it off with like a playing card or something, a
like
business card.
A whole pack of what's that?
Yes,
gum
that like
called?
baseball gum
Yeah.
where you get it in a little pouch.
Hubba Bubba or whatever.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like, dipping.
Yeah,
but it's gum.
But it's gum.
It's
Her
that.
foot is like cemented to the ground.
Yes, and the gum matches the shoes perfectly. Costume designer did a really good job finding bubble gum pumps.
Bubba gum pumps. Okay.
So she steps in and she's like, oh no. And she's like, she can't get out. And this handsome man comes. He's the Damon Runyan guy.
Okay.
He comes up. He's like, well, you stuck there? Hup, 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 hup.
So witty banter. Blah, 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 blah.
Right. And she's like, no, I really am though. And he's like, no problem. And then he's like, he like takes her foot out of her shoe like Cinderella. Again, Barbara at this point is like, oh my God, there's a foot. I love feet.
Barbara's loving this.
She's loving this
Yeah.
because he like touches her foot, and I was like, ew, oh no, I might have a foot phobia on the flip side of Barbara because I was like, oh God, that actor's touching that other actor's foot. I hope he had permission.
Yeah, I feel like I don't have a foot phobia, but a stranger touching my feet is
It would be
absolutely a phobia.
Yeah, don't.
And he takes
Don't do
the
that.
shoe off, and then he like picks the gum off with his like teeth, basically. I mean, I think he just uses his hand.
I
and
can
just
help
brushes
with
it
that.
off. I love gum.
Big league chew.
He does it really seductively too. It's weird.
Right. He's like, ABC gum. Remember when ABC gum was like a thing?
What?
No.
ABC
Already been
gum?
chewed.
Oh, I
that's-
do remember
Like,
that.
you like ABC gum? And you're like, I guess. I'm like, you like already been chewed gum, you stupid bitch. You stupid fucking idiot.
See, I was the kid in middle
then
school
you
who
get
was
punched.
like, oh, and then I like went home crying. So thanks for bullying me.
Sorry.
Patrick.
It was me. I invented it. I thought that joke was hilarious. So,
And you spit your gum
Right.
at him, and then you punch him in the
yeah,
face.
here you go. ABC gum, you
ABC
dummy.
gum, you stupid piece of shit.
I just wanted some gum, guys.
Like, it sounded great.
It just sounded
I
good.
love the
don't know.
alphabet. So, he gets the gum off her shoes, and he's like, oh, my name's John Reed. And then he goes into the store, and she's like, John Reed? That store is Reed's candy store.
How long does it take her to
The whole movie.
understand?
The whole
Like, looks at the sign, looks at him, looks at something else, looks at the sign again, and then shrugs. Huh?
Right.
Anyway.
She goes.
Still doesn't get
She
it.
goes inside. She's like, "Oh, my favorite candies," and they start talking about how profitable the store is.
No, how not profitable.
Well,
So they're closing
right.
that location. And
there's
she's like, this is my favorite place because her parents got engaged there. There's a lot of factors.
Right.
And
Yeah.
so she's like, I don't want this location to close. And I'm a CPA, so why don't I look at your books?
Yeah, and she's like, I don't know why I just volunteered to do that. I just love the store so much. And he's like, okay, great. So she tells the coworker about what happened, and the coworker's like, it's the shoes. It's the shoes. And she's like, what's your name? I don't know yet.
You unnamed
You
person.
unnamed coworker? Is a person of
Coworker
color?
number one.
She has to like get on Facebook and stuff because she forgot her name.
Right. So Noelle and what is this man's name in this movie?
John?
John Reed. So
Yeah.
John Reed. Got
I had to write it down too.
I have to say the
because
whole
the most
thing.
forgettable man ever.
Yes. They have a meeting, and she's like, you know what would really turn around your store? Some window decorations. You have nothing in the windows. You have these beautiful display cases.
Wasted
and
space.
They're like covered up with newspaper. The place looks closed.
Oh,
You know?
yeah. Mhm.
You're like, hello.
Yeah, maybe look open.
Like opening a store or 101.
Right. And he's like, whoa, what a great idea. Like, I love that idea. Do you know someone? And she's like, actually, I went to school for design, but my boyfriend stole my ideas, so now I'm an accountant.
Which I just want to point out, I am an accountant. And
Yeah.
so I thought it was hilarious through this movie that she's like, I gave up on my dreams and became an accountant.
Right? And you're like, that's me.
That's me. I'm fine
Okay.
with it.
right? It's okay.
Cool.
It's a living.
Yeah.
It's like event coordinator, how they're always like carrying clipboards and walking around. I'm like, that's not what it is.
That's not what that is all the time.
So
But it is being an accountant. You are just always have Excel up, right?
Right.
Oh,
Always.
absolutely.
Yeah.
totally. You love Excel. Equal sum?
I'm not
Okay.
even I'm not even being ironic when I tell you that I really like Excel and I get excited
Hey,
about
I'm
things.
there with you with
So,
the Excel.
Yeah.
You guys.
So I did not
Y'all are crazy.
fail into accounting. I chose
Right.
this
You
life.
chose-
Which is worse?
I don't know. So she decorates the window and it's a huge success. I think she I don't know what
It
the
was something
theme
about the
is, but
shoes.
I think it is like the
She,
shoes.
she used the shoes to inspire
Stand
whatever.
while she was-
Yeah, to stand while she was
Yeah,
decorating.
and
decorating.
everyone looks at the window and they're like, "Oh, is this the 7 fishes thing?" And she's like, "No, it's the shoes thing." She's like, "No, the 7 fishes though, right?" And they're like, "We don't know what you're talking about."
We don't know what that is.
Sleeping with the fishes?
That's not a thing.
Feast of the 7 fishes. And they're like, "No, it's not a thing." So she actually does stand outside the window. And she's like, "Hi, hello, passerby. Look at that window.
Isn't that window cool?"
I have nothing to do with it. Just say how cool it is." I'm like, okay.
Okay, yeah.
That's
I guess
great.
it's okay.
And
Is
then
this a candy shop? I didn't know. I've lived here for 40 years. I didn't
And
know
I didn't
this
even
was
know
a
this candy shop was here.
right, they have great sales that day. So John Reed goes to his dad, and he's like, "Dad, we did the window thing and it's great, and I think we should do this in all our stores." And the dad's like, "No, we have to have uniformity, and that's not how things are done around here, son. And if you're gonna get to own this company one day, you're gonna have to do what I say."
And you take any creativity in your soul and you squash it down
You
because
squash
that is
that down,
not
son.
what candy business is about.
Right?
No.
We are in the business of candy, okay?
The very serious business of candy.
No fun at candy.
No
You
fun
found-
candy.
You take your joy and you get it out of here.
And this is where I was like, how old is this actor? Because the dad and the son were
The exact same age.
they were the same age.
Pretty same. Okay.
You know, and I was like, this is mind fucking me so hard. Is this guy supposed to be a young, hip, businessman?
Yeah.
Because it's not his vibe.
Nah.
His vibe is studious professor who's going to sleep with a student.
Yes. Lifetime.
A willing student.
yeah.
Consensual.
Sure.
Consensual
Yeah.
relationship.
But still inappropriate.
Yeah,
Still
still inappropriate
still very
and
inappropriate.
kind of scandalous.
It is
you know?
scandalous. Very scandalous. Very inappropriate. But legal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Legal, but frowned upon.
Legal,
upon.
but I would totally do it. I'd be like, yes, Damon Runyan. Okay,
sir.
here we go. So, they start working on I guess they're decorating together now for the next window because they have to do a new one every day or something.
Yeah, something like that.
It's very they're decorating so many times in this movie the same windows.
Okay.
And it's a couple weeks before Christmas. Just put up your Christmas one and be done.
Yeah.
But she has to do one for each shoe. So the next time she's wearing tap shoes and tapping around the candy store.
What?
They're her lucky tap shoes. They didn't get her a role, but they got her a set design position, and that's how she became a designer. Or
Yeah,
her passion
every
for
pair of shoes
design.
has
Okay.
this backstory about how she wore it at some point and something happened, and she doesn't think they're magical because good things didn't really happen when she wore them, but as an outside observer will come to see, it did lead her on the path that she was meant to be on.
Exactly.
yeah.
What she wanted didn't happen, but it all got her.
What she needed
Yes.
did.
That's boring magic.
Exactly.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Agreed.
Look, I'll say, yeah, okay, it's magic. But it's lame magic.
If you're going to have magic, have magic.
Where
Have
in
it
a-
happen right
Yeah,
there.
it's
right
a visual
now.
medium.
Yeah.
Let's see some magic.
Right.
See it.
It's not a podcast that's an audio an audio fiction podcast. Okay?
Okay.
I don't need to hear the
Tap, tap, tap. Walk, walk, walk.
I'm walking in my shoes. Tap, tap, tap.
Clap, clap.
You know?
Just so everyone knows, these are tap shoes. Barbara, are you watching?
Barbara, are
Barbara?
you still there?
Are you still there with us?
We'll see. So, let's see.
God, I hope Barbara's still listening.
Right.
This one's for you, Barbara.
This one's for you, Barbara.
They I'm just reading. Oh, he's talking about the shoes or whatever, and then he kind of offhand is oh, do you want to show me your shoes in your bedroom? And she's like, ha ha ha, Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Come
yes,
to my
please.
house. And she like takes him to her house. She shows him her closet, which is like a very movie, like no budget closet. Like they put up some racks and like put a sheet over a brick wall and was like, it's a closet.
It's a closet.
It's staged. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
It was pretty janky.
Yeah.
And all the shoes are in red and green shoe boxes.
Well, they only had 5 hours to film the entire movie. so-
Right. But I was hopeful that we were gonna get like a closet,
yeah.
with shoes in it.
Right. Yeah.
Have you never seen like, I don't know, any movie ever where a woman has a closet full of shoes?
There's so many. There's always so many shoes.
Yeah.
Exactly. But no, there are no shoes. They're just boxes that are wrapped with red and green paper.
On some racks that she like stole from TJ Maxx going out of business.
Oh yeah,
Right?
I've been there.
Don't we all have those?
So, it's not very cute. It's not very sexy. It's totally the opposite of that. And I think John Reed is also disappointed. He's like, oh,
This sucks.
this sucks. And the woman, we haven't really talked about the woman who plays Noelle. Like, she's also like not a young, like ingenue type. She's like 30s, like normal person.
Like a
Right.
normal.
Like
human.
she would be like taking classes at Second City, like, to fill
Totally.
time.
Yeah.
You know?
'Cause she got a gift card.
Exactly. She got a gift card from her coworker. And she's like, here I am. I'm going to be funny.
My coworkers think I'm funny.
She was Noelle was like perfectly pleasant throughout this movie, but
Serviceable.
serviceable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That
exactly.
is it.
Sure.
She wasn't bad. She wasn't like totally charming. She was just like, oh, I believe
like,
that this
here
is
we
the woman
go.
in this
I feel
town.
like she probably gets typecast a lot as the funny friend, which
Yes.
is great. I mean, so would I.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing wrong with that.
No,
Yeah.
playing lots of moms in commercials.
Yeah,
she gave
exactly.
me that mom commercial vibe.
Yeah.
I could see that. Yeah, yeah.
So she has one pair of shoes that are kind of sexy, in air quotes, because I didn't think they were sexy. They
No,
were
not at all.
thigh-high velour boots.
But they weren't even. They were like knee high.
Oh.
They weren't even thigh high.
Ooh, that's
but they kept calling them her
sexy.
Santa baby boots.
Santa baby. Yeah, John Reed's like, Santa baby when he sees them. And she's like, ha ha ha, I'm going to put these back in the box.
Please get out of my house.
Get out of my house. You're in my bedroom. This is weird.
Don't ever say Santa Baby ever again.
Yeah, it was weird. But then they really stick with that throughout the
Yeah,
whole movie.
totally.
So she kind of ruins the mood that isn't really happening because she talks about her ex-boyfriend Mark and how he stole the ideas and everything. And it's like they're setting up Mark is going to come back,
Oh yeah.
He's out of town, but he's like going to come back for the holidays, but she doesn't want to see him.
And that's her current boyfriend.
Her
ex.
Oh, her ex. Okay. Okay.
There's also this big plot point that so she was up for this internship at this design company, and that's when Mark stole the ideas, and she didn't get it, and he did. So because she didn't get this internship that she wanted, she quit her entire field and went to school for something else, which just seems a little dramatic to me.
Yeah, that's too much. You're a little drama queen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're a
I
little,
didn't get a lot of things, but
right. You don't just like,
still don't.
still don't.
Still don't.
but she is like very much setting that up. So John's just like, whatever, no big deal. I'm going to leave now.
Also, John wants to be an artist,
Oh yeah.
but instead has to be a candy man.
Yeah. A candy businessman. No fun.
That was like what I was picturing this candy shop to be. Was that Willy Wonka scene?
The candy
When you
man.
Yeah. Totally. So, as we predict, Mark comes back into town and he's like, oh, wow, Noelle, I saw your window. It's really awesome. There's a position open at my company, and I really think you'll be great for it. And she's like, no, or can I think about it? Actually, let me think about it,
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, you have to let me know by Christmas Eve.
Yes.
Why? Why?
Reasons.
Because it's a Christmas movie.
Why? Yeah.
Because it's a Christmas movie. So, instead of like hanging out with him, she goes ice skating with John.
So check that off the bingo.
Yes,
Okay.
she does
Yep.
that. She does some some kids are like painting. She goes and visits some kids because John likes to paint, and he has some
He teaches kids how to paint.
That's his
his creative outlet.
And there's one kid,
Okay.
and she's like she's supposed to be the adorable child, but she was so
annoying.
She's like, "Do you like my painting, mister? Do you like my painting?"
And they're like,
I can't even do the voice.
Aren't
It
you
was
a sweetheart?
It
And
was
it's like,
such a
no,
weird
you're
voice.
awful.
Ew.
Get away
Yeah,
from me.
actually, it'd be like in the version that I'm telling you, Drew. It's like she smokes 6 packs a day, and she's like, "Hey, you like my painting or what? You fucking idiot!" And you're like, "What is this little child doing here?"
It's like Baby Herman from Who Framed Roger.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
Get out of it. Hey, toots.
So, but she sees John as an artist. She encourages him, and she's like, "You should do this. Like, you're so good at teaching, and with all the people, just like you really like light up."
And he's like, but my dad says I have to be Candyman.
Right.
and she's like, "How old are you?"
He's
Yeah.
like, like 43.
Oh yeah, 43 doesn't matter.
35, 36.
And then they make candy canes.
Oh,
We actually see them like they put it on like. Remember in the Jodie Sweden one where I was like, I want to know how candy canes get made.
The big slab. The
This
cold
one,
slab.
it's like a big slab
Yeah.
of like, I don't know, like kind of what you would cook
Marble?
like Benihana on
Yeah.
or something.
Never mind.
I don't know I don't know if it's hot or cold. It might be like where you put Benihana on or like rolled ice cream,
Yeah.
you know? And they're like doing a little spatula thing, and they're like getting the red and the white, and they
Mix
loop it
and
together.
loop it. Mm-hmm.
I was like, whoa.
This is crazy.
What
Yeah.
is happening? I've been waiting my whole life to see this. So that like got me an extra point there.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
the dialogue they had during this part, it was kind of like if you were to accidentally overhear a first date and your reaction would be like, oh, these people should never see each other again. That's kind of like the dialogue they had together throughout the movie.
Yes, the chemistry between these two is like not happening.
It's not there.
Not happening. But put me in the movie in her role, and it would have been popping.
It would have been.
Poppin'.
It would have been popping.
It would have been like, I can tell you're a bad guy.
Wait,
that sounded dirtier than I meant it to, but
No, that's
because he
good.
plays a bad guy,
Yeah,
I'd
be
be like,
I
do
can tell
something-
you're a
do
bad
something
bad
evil.
Santa. Yeah. And then he'd be like, "Bad Santa, that's a movie." And I'm
then
like,
cut-
"I know,
and
with
then cut to
that
a scene.
guy."
Fuck me, Santa. Fuck me, Santa.
Does that happen in Bad Santa?
Yes.
I've never seen it. It's too scary.
No,
You know,
it's
yeah, that part.
not scary. It's
It's not scary,
fucking
but
awesome.
when that part happened, I was like, I don't know if I want to finish this.
it's
Okay.
the
It's-
best. It's
but
the
it
best.
is very
it's
funny.
It's like
I'll
one
try
of my
it.
favorite Christmas
I've
movies.
I've truly never seen it. It was filmed in Chicago.
Yeah.
Oh, I
yeah.
didn't know that.
I
Yeah, yeah.
remember my friend was an actor in it, and I was like, "Cool,
Yeah. No, it's a great Christmas movie.
Yeah.
okay." So the Times Square location that's the other location of the candy store, by the way. This small town, and then Times Square.
Right. Yep.
But the small town one is so successful because of the window displays. It outsells Times Square.
Because that
Suckers. Because they look open.
Yeah,
Right? They're like,
'cause they
"Oh, wow,
finally
this
look
is open."
after 40 years.
Dad, I have an idea to get more money for our stores. Let's look open. Let's look like we're a store that's open.
Also, when he's trying to pitch this idea originally, he's like, Dad, we should do windows. Dad's like, no, that's not what candy stores are about.
That's not
Candy.
what it's about.
It's about the
Candy's
candy.
it's about the candy only.
And the business.
Right. So John Reed, he asks Noelle also to like work for his company, and he's like, "I'll pitch it to my dad. You'll be the lead designer. We're gonna travel the world and do all the window displays." And she's like, "Oh, I have to think about it," because she has the other offer too, but she doesn't tell him. She like, keeps it a secret.
I'm not sure if this is the case, but she
so-
has to let him know by Christmas.
Probably.
What's her other offer? What's the other offer?
From Mark, the ex-boyfriend, he wants her to design for his company, and John Reed wants him to design for his company.
But then the third option is she could play it safe and stay a CPA, which I think, again, we're really underestimating how difficult it is to be a CPA.
exactly,
Yeah, no, that's you gotta.
And lucrative. And she says several times during the movie, she's like, I like it because I get to pick my clients and work my own hours. And I
Right.
make a lot of money. And it's like, yeah, those are all great things.
Yeah, that's why you become that.
Exactly. I don't have to know any of my coworkers' names, okay? So there's a Christmas party that happens. Noelle wears her slutty boots.
Yeah.
Or her Santa baby boots.
Gross.
Yeah, right. Which is worse, slutty boots or Santa baby boots?
Santa baby boots is
Barbara,
It's
call
worse,
in and
yeah.
tell us. Barbara, let us know.
Barbara, let us know. You're the foot fetish person.
So the party looks totally lame. It's like a loft. Because I always at these parties are in big, like they're in barns or they're in like a big gala hall.
Yeah, where
Yeah.
they could find a big space on a day's notice.
Yes,
Yeah.
this was a loft with like some Christmas lights on like the banister.
Cool.
You know?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And it's the coworker's house.
And
It was
she's
probably actually her house.
Right?
probably they're like,
Like
is
that
that
actress.
available?
Yeah, they're like,
or-
can we just film at your house? And she's like, I guess.
Because
guess.
we're near and we have 5 hours to do this.
Craft
whole
services, well, you can just keep all the craft services. That'll be your payment. She's like,
Yeah, and the actress is like, will you pay me? And they're like, no.
movie. Keep all the leftovers.
yeah,
for
keep all
craft
the leftover
services.
from craft services.
You can keep the lights too.
Right, yeah. Your character doesn't have a name, but we'll use your studio or loft. Okay, great.
No, they gave her a name finally when she allowed them to use her.
Right.
fucking
They're like,
her
oh, I guess-
apartment.
Allison.
I guess we have to write you a name now.
So Noelle has been like Mark shows up and John Reed is there and she's
Which-
like, oh no.
Yes, and one of the more absurd plot points is Noelle's like, why did you invite Mark? And Allison's like, he was on an old group text of high school friends, and I didn't realize he was on there. It was the dumbest thing.
Right. I know.
Come on,
I know.
Lifetime.
So, you know, the competition happens and Mark and John are like, they lock in on each other and then they both realize that they are offering Noelle the same thing.
Okay.
And instead of running off, this was the good thing about this movie. Instead of running off and being a little bitch about it, John Reed is like,
I don't care.
yeah, good
Cool.
luck with that. I know that my offer's good, so you can go ahead and make your offer, and I'll wait my turn.
Yeah, and then they fucking bite each other.
They kiss.
They bite each other. How'd
They
you
bite
know?
each other.
Yes, that
And
happens.
he goes at him, and he's like, "What?"
But I love the confidence of John Reed. I was like,
Yeah.
love that confidence.
He's like, I'm a candy businessman.
Exactly.
I'm not going to compete with Mark the designer.
No.
Who's this
No.
fucking guy.
No.
Exactly. So John makes his pitch to his dad and the board. They love it. Love the pitch.
Yeah, we should look like we're open.
Right.
And then they applaud.
I'm like,
Oh, wow.
what?
Wow.
Oh wow, we
Good job,
didn't-
John.
Wow, I can't believe none of us thought of this.
But the board is like, we'll only do it if you hire a professional designing firm to do it.
Because we're business.
For business, we only will do professional firm.
And he's like, no, I have Noelle. She's going to do it.
She's been doing it and it's been very successful. And they're like,
and the
no.
dad's like, do not talk to me in front of people, son.
Right. It's my board. It's the board, son.
Bored, son.
You get out of here, you
You
whippersnapper.
call me Mr. Reed.
Yes. And there's two binders. They look exactly the same. The assistant for the big boss he grabs the wrong binder, and it's Noelle's ideas, not the firm's ideas. So Noelle's ideas get disseminated to all the candy stores around the country
And to social media.
and to social media without giving her credit because they think it's the firm.
oh, okay.
Because that's how it works, right?
yeah,
sure.
totally.
Two
Yeah.
binders together. They get mixed up. Oh, well. Oops a daisy. But she gets really upset because she's like, oh my gosh, all my designs. You stole my designs. What are up with all these men stealing my designs?
It happened again.
I must be a dumb idiot.
I can never trust men or design.
No.
There must be something wrong with me.
Yes. So she takes all her shoes, all the shoes in the closet, and she throws them away.
Because it's the shoes.
Because
She
it's the
is,
shoes. She's
she
like,
is dramatic. She is.
Oh, yeah.
she's ridiculous.
She's like, these shoes are terrible. And
She's a
Allison's
messy
like, I'll
bitch.
keep those. I'll keep those. I'll keep
I will
those.
have those, please.
But, you know, I don't really know how it turns around because I only have one sentence left.
So, let me. Okay, I have to think.
I said Noelle sees the betrayal and throws out all her Christmas shoes in frustration, except for the one pair, a silver lining, if you will. The end.
So okay, so she meets with John wearing her silver lining shoes, and John like obviously doesn't acknowledge that her designs were used because he doesn't know because it was a mix up, and she's just like being very passive aggressive, like I can't believe, and then you've done enough, and like gets up and storms away, and she finally realizes. I can't remember how, that it was a mix-up and that John quit his father's company to become an art teacher full time. And so she's like, oh, I screwed up because like now I pushed this guy away and it's all my fault, even though it's not. Stop internalizing, Noelle.
Although kind of, yeah.
I
Like
mean,
she's being
for being
super
her,
dramatic.
but yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so she decides to throw this party for John that's like a congrats on living your dream party at the candy store, invite all the kids, and then she goes and sees his dad and is like, I know you think that business is important and joy is terrible, but your son is an artist and you should be glad that he's happy. And then the dad kind of like turns away and doesn't say anything. But then the dad shows up at the party and is like, I had no idea you were so talented.
And all the paintings are shoes.
Because
I swear to God.
I swear,
No.
I'm not kidding.
All the paintings are shoes.
Yeah.
No.
And that little kid's there, and she's like, I love shoes.
I
Shoes
fucking-
are great.
I fucking love fucking shoes.
I have a friend named Barbara. She loves shoes
She
too.
loves
We do
shoes,
some
too.
weird shit together.
We do some weird shit with shoes.
But
I
you know,
smell like poutine.
they kiss at the end, of course.
Of course.
And they are interrupted by that annoying child.
Yeah, she's like, Mr. Reed, come look at my painting. It's like, kid, can we not?
Read the room, kid.
Read the fucking room, kid. Read the room.
Hey. Yes. And then he gives her like a peppermint ring at the end, which I think means they're getting married.
Sure. Sure.
It's a promise ring.
It's a promise ring.
You know, the music swells, and I'm like, there will be a magical Christmas shoes too. Wedding,
The candy baby.
Shoes.
wedding shoes.
Oh.
Candy baby.
Candy.
I don't know. All right. So that's magical Christmas shoes on the podcast. We either pour it up or put a cork in it. We'll start with EO. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to put a cork in it because there wasn't enough magic, and both leads, I cannot remember what their faces look like.
Yeah, no, that's good reason. That's good reasoning.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a cork in it too, because like, yeah, there's no magic, and I don't know what the deal with the shoes was. That's confusing me. So I don't
True.
know. I'm confused and scared.
Yes. I'm also corking it, even though I love Damon Runyan and I love his evil face.
Yeah.
And his evil body. More his evil body than his face.
Sure.
Oh, they're fine.
They're fine.
You know, he's great.
Serviceable.
It's great.
Get the job done.
He's great. Is he single? Probably.
Maybe.
Call me.
Oh, actually, I don't.
If
think
you're
he
listening
is.
to
Oh.
this.
I saw on
He's
his
on his way.
bio. I
Damn
think
it.
he's married.
Oh, also, I found the Feast of the Seven Fishes.
Oh, yes. Tell me about it.
Okay,
real.
so it
This is
is
not real.
known as
It's real.
that's in Italian. I'm not going to read it. It is an Italian-American celebration of Christmas Eve with dishes of fish and other seafood.
Cool.
Sounds great.
That's, I'd eat it.
I've never heard of this.
I'd eat
I don't
all
know
of it.
where I got that from, but, you know, all these Christmas movies, it had to be in
look at
something.
you.
Something,
Ew.
probably.
It was like, what's that girl who was in HBO show with the Italian people?
The
She was like Meadow or something. Was her
Jamie
name?
Sigler?
Jamie Sigler. Yeah, she was
Jamie-
probably like in a Christmas movie
Oh,
one
in
time. And she was like,
Sopranos?
Oh, and they were
Yeah.
like, let's make it Italian.
let's make it an Italian one because she's from The Sopranos.
oh yeah. Okay. Okay.
But that was like 2001. So I'm really pulling back in my mind here.
That was a good grab.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so that wraps up our conversation about the magical Christmas shoes. Before we go, we have our favorite segment of this week and every
Whoop,
week.
Yeah.
What you say, Candace Cameron Bure. On my wedding day, catch the bouquet. Candace hates the gays. Candace Cameron Bure. Drinking rosé, eating creme brulee. Can't share with me. Candace Cameron Bure. Yeah. What you say, Candace Cameron Bure. Okay, what you say, Candace Cameron Bure. This segment where we watch Candace's Instagram and we talk about
did
it.
you say, girl?
What did she say? So I have a two-parter. I haven't decided if I'm going to do... I think I'm going to do one this episode, and then we'll do the other one the next episode.
Okay.
For the suspense.
Ooh.
So
To be continued.
just a little, what is it? Backstory. So
Okay.
she's on the lot, the WB lot or whatever, whoever produces Fuller House.
Okay.
So she's just talking about Fuller House stuff, but Fuller House this point in time is done recording.
Oh, okay.
Or done
So they've
filming.
wrapped.
They've wrapped. So this is an older clip, but I've been waiting for a two-parter to play it. Okay, here we go.
Candace's Car Chronicles.
Whoa, yay.
Are you ready? Because
Yeah.
I got a lot to talk about. But first, I stopped at Starbucks because I wanted that free reusable cup, but they didn't give me the free reusable cup. I just got a paper one.
Bastards.
It's so cute. I'm sitting on the lot. That's a tram going behind me. People getting the Warner Brothers tour. Say hi to yourselves. I'm wearing my glasses because I've still been in tears all morning. No makeup, crying.
Oh, no.
Got zit cream all over my face. It's been a hard couple days.
She truly does.
And I wanted to talk about Fuller House and explain to some of you that don't quite understand the process, how it all works. So, we are currently filming the 5th and final season of Fuller House. There will be no season 6. This is it. And so we are down to our second to last episode this week. And yesterday we read the script for the final episode, which will be taping next week. So we just have a week left, a week and a half left with each other. And it's really hard. It's really, really hard. So you guys are going to get to see season 5, which is what we've been working on all year. Probably next month. We don't have the launch date yet, but I'll keep you posted. And then once season 5 comes out, that will be it. No more. But for us as actors and producers and directors working on the show, our final week will be next week. And that's why you see all the pictures and the boo-hoos, and they're not going to stop. Okay. And I thank you for all the encouraging words also. They mean a lot to me. And I'm glad that so many of you have loved the show. I don't want to start crying. I'm going to cry. It's meant as much to us as it does to you guys. And so that's why we have happy tears.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, wow. What an emotional journey.
Yeah, what a journey we
I
just
know.
went through.
Just going through it.
I love how she was explaining how
TV works.
how TV works.
Exactly, because people were seeing her. She posts a lot about Fuller House, like just behind the scenes stuff on Instagram, and I think people are like, why are you stopping filming? Just film more episodes, Candace.
It's crazy
Oh,
that-
wait, I haven't even seen season 5. What happened? Why are you canceling it? And
I
she's
love
like,
how people are like, wait, don't you film the same day I see the show?
I get it that so it's her stupid fans.
yeah, she has to break. She has to break it down for them
Break it.
because she's like,
Okay,
last
so
episode.
It's
last
not
episode.
live. It isn't live when you see it.
I missed that one. Did I record it wrong? Can you send me a DVD?
It's on Netflix, so that's not a thing.
They're like, I don't get it.
I don't
You're
get
saying
it.
a lot of words.
These are the same people that like comment on my blog. It's like, how do I get the song? Like, what song?
What
What are you talking about?
Do her followers have a name like the Yang Gang? Is it? Wait,
No, she doesn't have like
the Bure Fray?
No, she
that's
doesn't
not
have
good.
one.
I like
I,
it.
know.
I need to workshop that a
Yeah,
little bit.
we'll
Yeah,
make
yeah.
one up for you, Candace. And then you'll be like, well, who started this? You're
I
like,
love that they're
that
just-
podcast that I hate. My enemies.
My enemies.
We should call them Candace Wandas. That's it. Candace Wandas. So Candace's Car Chronicles. Shout out to all my Candace Wandas fans. Candace Wandas. No. But yeah, it's just so great because her demographic and my blog demographic are the same people.
It's a perfect circle, the Venn diagram.
Yes.
Oh, everyone's garbage.
It's true. All right. I think that wraps up this episode. Io, do you have anything you'd like to plug in the pluggy time? This will come out probably like mid-December.
Oh, sure. Yes, there is going to be a show called The Christmas Carols at Comedy Sports. It's going to be Friday nights in December. Not quite sure what time, but it's everyone's favorite Midwestern aunts, the Carols,
Oh, fun.
Oh, yeah.
doing a show. So
Perfect.
come check it out. I'll be on December 20th.
Yeah.
Again, don't know what time. I will
All right.
check before the next plug.
Great. Well, good thing it's coming up tomorrow.
Yeah.
Drew, how about you?
You can follow me on Instagram, Drew, but with pants. Or you can please follow my band, The Limbos, on Spotify. The more followers, I looked this up.
Yeah.
A little trick to more people hearing your music on Spotify.
Uh-huh.
About to blow your mind here. Get more people to listen to your music.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, so I found that trick.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's all you have to do is get more. It's like,
Wow.
it can go the same with the podcast.
Right.
To get more listeners, all you have to do is get more people to listen to
Got
it.
it. Wow.
Wait, let me write this down.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
More people to
Yeah.
listen. Got
So
it.
that's my new strategy for this podcast.
I love it. Great. Can't wait.
Woohoo.
Yes. Thank you both for being here. And
Thank
you,
you.
listeners, for checking back in with Lifetime in Court. We watch these movies. You don't have to, but if you do, we'd love to hear from you. You can follow me at Patrick Miguel or the podcast at Lifetime in Court. Don't forget to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts and tell your people to listen to podcasts.
Listen to more. See, more listeners.
More people.
Tell
More
your people.
When more people listen to the podcast, you get more listeners.
Wow.
I can't believe it.
Boom.
Don't listen to it in a big room full of people. Have everyone listen to themselves.
By themselves, separately.
So they're together, but also separate.
Exactly.
Shared experiences.
All right. Okay. That wraps up this episode. Goodbye.
Bye.